Candace Longtin. I am the lead of the project management team. I've been with Streamline for about 6.5 years, and my favorite part of Summit is just seeing the clients that I've onboarded come back year after year and bring more and more people in each of the areas of their company.
And my name is Aymee Corzo, and I'm Director of Implementation and Training here at Streamline. And I've been with Streamline for just over 7 years now, almost 7.5. And my favorite part about Summit is probably two things. I love registration. I usually manage the registration and I enjoy greeting everyone. And of course, the farewell party is always my favorite event because it is so much fun and it's the last thing we get to enjoy, and it's really, really neat. Michael.
Thanks, Aymee. Hi, everyone. I'm Michael Rubin. I'm the General Manager of Streamline. I've been with the company almost a year and a half now. I'll point out that means that without me, instead of there being 31 years of experience at Summit, it would have just been 30. I'm the one. My favorite part when I got to go last year and what I'm looking forward to most again this year is just the community, the opportunity to meet people who are so passionate about our industry, so skilled at our industry. See them interact with our teams is really rewarding and leads to year-round relationships and growth for all of us. So I guess I pass it over to the other Michael, Mr. Mike.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mike Nord. I'm the Director of Third-Party Partnerships with Inhabit, and I've been with the company coming up on 8 years. And gosh, favorite part of Summit's kind of hard to say. You know, I get to interact with the partners a lot throughout the year, but I only get to see the PMs face-to-face a couple times, including this event. And just the conversations, both personal and professional, are what I really enjoy. And some of them deep, some of them fun, but just seeing all the property managers face-to-face is what I love.
My name's Dawn Stressman, and I'm part of the product team here at Streamline. Been around for a hot minute. And my favorite part of Summit is probably like twofold. Being able to come up with creative solutions with clients, you know, as they're kind of explaining their needs, and also hearing awesome ideas and kind of, you know, putting those on a list that I can try to tackle later. All right.
Sorry, the pop-up question was
the question was in your way.
It was in my way. I was trying to hit it at the same time. And
block the agenda. Anyhow, so what are we going to talk about today? So we're soaring to the southeast. We'll explain what that means, both the first word and the last word. In a moment, we're going to talk about our movement of our seminar, of our summit, I should say. The new venue. We're really excited about the location we've selected. It was a rigorous process, as you probably can appreciate. There aren't that many places in any part of the country that can handle the size and complexity of our summit with several hundred people. We're going to share with you our keynote speaker's identity and why we picked that person. Then we'll walk through the program itself at a high level, obviously, because we're going to keep this to about 30, 40 minutes. And then obviously any Q&A will stay as long as there's questions. But that is our agenda for today. So soaring to the southeast. So as you know, through a lot of the publicity that we've sent out already, our theme for this year is Soar, rising above and really getting, you know, the bird's eye view and the understanding of the industry and our software and our connectivity and all the value there. And the southeast means we've moved it. We've moved it outside of the southwest for the first time and outside of Phoenix for the first time in many years. We're really excited about that. We did that because it's been a frequent comment as we survey our attendees and our non-attendees, that even those that come are super, super excited, but they're highly receptive and in many cases even encouraging us to consider another location. Phoenix is great. The weather is guaranteed hot, but guaranteed to not be an issue, but it's also far. There's many, many customers, as you probably are well aware, and may very well represent yourself, from the southeast. So the idea of having it in a city that had a robust airport, but also is drivable distance from the entire state of Florida and most of the Carolinas and Georgia is attractive to many of our PMs. So we're really excited about that. It'll also save you some money if you live in the southeast. You won't have to fly. So that's always a good thing in any economic times. So that's why we moved it to the southeast. We picked Jacksonville because Jacksonville, like I said, is a vibrant city that is close to a lot of parts of where our customers are, whether it be the Panhandle down to the coast or Orlando or the Outer Banks. It has a vibrant downtown. It's made quite a comeback. So it's been really interesting as we went back there and toured around. There's a lot of stuff that we'll be able to take advantage of. And yet for most people, and I know this because I have been to Jacksonville a few times, it's not a tourist destination. So it's not a place that many of you have likely gone before, like Orlando or Miami, which gets a ton of traffic, where you've been there 100 times. So we're excited to show you a place that's probably more likely to be new for you, a place that's not over touristed. So we're really excited about that too. And then on the next slide, We'll talk a little bit about the venue. I'll start, and at a certain point, I'm going to hand it over to Candace to continue. But this is a great property. So we're going to be at the Hyatt Regency. You can see in the picture there, it's right on the riverfront, and that's a robust river. It's the St. Johns River. Stupid geographic trivia. It is the longest northwardly flowing river in the entire country. So if that ever comes up in jeopardy, you got it. Thank you. Whether you come to the event or not, you picked up something today. It's also huge. That entire left side that kind of looks like a staircase is their conference center. So it's very, very large. It's the largest event space in all of Northeast Florida. For those of you who are coffee drinkers, I am not, but for those of you who are, there is a full service, legit Starbucks right there, which actually makes a difference to certain people. So that's good. And I would say this, for those of you who have joined us and are considering coming this year, it's not the Phoenician from a resort desert vibe, right? There's more water in this picture than in the state of Arizona. However, it is very much a high-end place. It is very much, got great food. We ate it. We wanted to make sure, because that's a comment that we get, that we always want to make sure that we're showing the high end and the flavors, et cetera, et cetera. But it'll be a Southeastern instead of a Southwestern. And that's change. It's not good. That's not bad. It's different. And we think that's exciting. So now I'll throw it over to Candace, who's going to add even more details about the hotel and the venue.
Wonderful. Thank you, Michael.
Sure.
So as Michael had mentioned, we chose the Hyatt after touring several locations in the Southeast, but it was hands down the obvious choice to have for 2025. It has a prime downtown location. It's 20 minutes away from Jacksonville International Airport. I feel like we were in and out of there within 30 minutes, which felt so impressive. It's directly on the St. Johns River, so there's panoramic views. The hotel is situated just on the North Bank Riverwalk, so that's something that you can do in the mornings, and is within walking distance of restaurants, shops, museums, nightlife. The space itself there's over 110,000 square feet of meeting rooms, including riverfront ballrooms, rooftop terrace, which we're going to be having our cocktail party and breakfast in the mornings, which is great. And then the rooms, there's almost 1,000 rooms at this resort. Each are spacious, huge rooms, and they either have a river view or a skyline view. And obviously amenities, pools, gym, all of that good stuff.
And our keynote speaker is blurred out, and he's suddenly going to not be. His name is Derek Yongo. Derek is a wonderful man. I actually had the opportunity to hear him many years ago in a different forum speak elsewhere in the hospitality industry. In my own words, he does a really good job tying local hospitality, which is important to all of us and all of our customers, to the rest of the world. And he does it in a way that feels earnest, but with also humor and hope. I was personally touched by his remarks and his story. I remember them to this day. I'm not going to share them with you because I would do a terrible job, and it's part of the tease, to be honest. But I will guarantee you that you will also keep his words with you and his story with you. It'll resonate, and it'll resonate for you personally and professionally. And last, I'll say this much, just as a little tease: you will never look at a bar of soap the same way. So I'll leave you with that, and then hand it over to our next speaker.
Great. Thank you, Michael. So I like to preface this agenda or the program by saying that every year after the summit, we send out a survey asking for feedback and for ideas for the next summit. So our agenda every year is based on that feedback. Let me close this little pop-up here. And let's start with day one. So typically day one is when we open registration, our vendors are setting up, but we also have a lot of things that you can take advantage of. For example, our one-on-ones. So these are year over year, always asked to come back. This is an opportunity for each of you, if you like to schedule a one-on-one with a member of our team. All of the proceeds from those one-on-ones go to charity every year. And this is a chance for you guys to either sit down and meet the person that supports you, or perhaps any member of our team if you have questions about your system or you want to learn about new products, etc., that you want to consider adding to your tech stack. Is very well received and taken advantage of, and it books up very, very quickly. So the one-on-ones will be available for you to register sometime in August, and we'll announce that date and when it opens in the next couple of weeks here. The next thing that we're going to bring back per popular demand is more round table topics. So this is where you guys can sit down with other property managers and talk about different methods of operations, perhaps give each other feedback, discuss new ideas, etc. And obviously it's a great opportunity to expand your network. Also, every year, which is traditionally something that we started just for new folks, but now we're doing a role-based training program, which is a live role-based training for those of you who may be coming to the summit for the first time or sending or coming with someone who's never been to Summit in a particular role. The different sessions are offered throughout the day on day one, and you can just jump in and see what you learn. Everything is covered from units to how to manage the system, including accounting. So those will be published in the agenda so that you can attend whichever ones you like. This year, we're introducing a brand new attendee. So if you're new to Summit, we're going to have a welcome event for you guys, and that'll be somewhere in the middle of the day in day one. And this is where you can come chat with the Streamline team and get an idea of what would be the best sessions for you to attend day 2 and day 3 to make the best efficient time and experience at Summit for you guys. And last but not least, our day 1 also includes our welcome cocktail event in the evening. So make sure that you plan accordingly so that you can be a part of that. This will be outside overlooking the St. John's River that Candace was mentioning. It's a beautiful terrace. There'll be entertainment and appetizers and drinks will be served. So make sure that you book your flight so that you can make it. We're looking at somewhere around 6 p.m. So we'll get you that time as soon as we have it locked down. Next slide. So before I talk about the next slide, I want to tell you guys that the pictures that you see were not planned. These are actually in action pictures of some of us. And thank you, marketing team, for finding those somehow. But these are very, very fun. But anyway, day 2, this is our official start of the summit, right? You can register in day 1, but day 2 is when we kick off the summit. There'll be breakfast and lunch on Wednesday that will be served. During the day, we'll start with a general session with the keynote speaker that Michael discussed, Dr. Derek Kayunga. And the rest of the day, the sessions will be offered in different areas of the system, including a leadership track and lots of panel opportunities that you can learn from fellow property managers and also the Streamline team. So make sure you come to those and ask away. Keep getting blasted with pop-ups. So the rest of the agenda is very similar to what we've done year over year. However, we do have a lot of brand new content. One of those will be on the stage this year. We're going to have a beautiful new stage for you guys, and we're going to talk about some of the latest features that were released since last summit. And I'm going to pass this over to Dawn to talk a little bit more about what that is about.
Yes, another favorite part of Summit is being able to tell you guys all the cool things that Streamline has that you might not be utilizing. And so we really want to, talk to you about some of the new stuff. It'll be Justin and myself on the main stage. So what's more fun than that? And that's, he's my work hub. So we're excited to present some of the new stuff to you. We've been working hard behind the scenes, and we really just want to make sure that you're getting the most out of your Streamline system.
Great. So some of those sessions usually attract a larger crowd. So those will be the ones that will be on stage this year. So there's plenty of room for everybody. And I know that a lot of you have come to Summit year over year, but we promise there will be new stuff for you guys to take advantage of this year as well. Also in the evening, Wednesday is an open evening for everybody. So this is a great opportunity to explore Jacksonville. Like Candace mentioned, there's lots to do. And we will have a local guide link on the Summit website so that you can plan ahead for that. And last but not least, day number 3. So day 3 is considered our last day of Summit. This year is the Thursday. It's typically on a Friday, but this year is a Thursday. And on Thursday, there will be breakfast, lunch, and dinner served. During the day, there will be a lot of the same as Wednesday, where we'll open with a general session. The difference there is that we're going to have a panel session at the end of that general session. So that'll be a cool new thing that we're going to have for you to take advantage of. And the rest of the day, the sessions will continue from the day prior, including other on-stage sessions as well that are planned in the middle of the day. We'll make sure to announce those so that you don't miss them. In the evening, obviously, we're going to have our infamous farewell event. And if you want to go to the next slide, Reagan, that'd be wonderful. This is our famous, awesome farewell party that I mentioned is my favorite every year, because somehow we seem to top it every single year. And we're going to do the same thing except for in Jacksonville. But you can come over, have dinner. Don't go out to dinner on Thursday because we have dinner planned for you guys, and also drinks and a beautiful dessert table as usual. There'll be entertainment and all kinds of stuff that you guys are used to. So prepare to be totally wowed in what's in store for you this year. Our theme coordinator, Candace, here never disappoints, as you know. So we're looking forward to a wonderful event again. And over to Mike.
All right. Thank you, Aymee. This year, we are looking at having about 50 vendor partners at the summit. And as you know, it's their support that really subsidizes the event. And we always appreciate how they help us throw the event every year and the energy that they bring to the exhibit hall. And one thing that is different about the summit that you may not see at other events is we're always focused on a very good property manager to vendor balance. We're always trying to keep that at like a 2-to-1. We love our vendor partners, but we know some of the best value you get is from the conversations you have with each other and sharing best practices and networking that way. So we always want to make sure that it's a good balance for our property managers. This year, we are excited to announce a tiered sponsorship level. And so I want to give a quick shout out to 3 of our partners that have committed to the platinum and the top sponsorship, and that's Enso Connect, Rentals, and Direct Bookings. And we appreciate their support for the event. Obviously, AI has become a huge topic in the industry, and some of the early conversations, the use of AI was a little bit clumsy and klutzy, but it's really evolved over the last few years. And so we're excited to announce some of our new partners that will be joining us, including Bestie AI. And most recently, we signed Bookings Cloud and Conduit, and we're hoping that they're going to come as well because we think that they'll bring a new, fresh perspective and some great content. And that's really what we look forward to our partners providing us with is some more sessions that provide valuable content to you. And so we look forward to having everybody at the event. All right. And with that, I believe if we go to the next slide, we are going to open it up for Q&A. And as you can see here, there's a barcode for you to register. We have 9 days left in this pricing tier, so make sure you get registered.
We've got a question. This person is wondering, when does the early bird discount end and how can they take advantage of that?
The discount will end at the end of May. So May 31st, you can take advantage of the $7.99 discount. The price will go up increasingly to $8.99. So this is a good time to get a reduced price for your summit ticket. Good question.
Yeah, we thank them because we had a slide up for it. Perfect. Well done.
Let's see. Looking through these here. This person wants to know how many people they can register and if they can do it for other team members.
Yes, absolutely. You can register as many team members as you like. I believe is capped at 10. However, if you need more than 10, just, send in a ticket and the support team will get that to me and I'll get that worked out for you. But you can register as many as you like.
Awesome. John is asking a question and he says, "Thank you for coming to Florida. We are very interested in Streamline expanding AI. Is there a beta group that I could work with to integrate more AI?"
So I'll take that one. Donnie, good to see you. Sorry I haven't replied to your email that you sent the other day. But yeah, we do have a beta testing program, for any of the AI that's being built directly into Streamline. If it is, AI with a third-party partner, I'm sure we can definitely work on, sort of like trial periods or something like that, just so we can kind of figure out, the best way to move forward. So
Dawn says, "Love you, Dawn."
Dawn and Dawn.
Okay. This person is asking, will there be an opportunity before and after the day's event to go to the reps at the service bar?
Our events for us are hands-on for the team. So we are all tasked with preparing for the presentations that we're giving throughout the day, for some of the preparation of the different events, etc. So before and after, the team is usually maxed out from everything that's happening. However, we do plan to extend the service bar hours this year so that you guys have more opportunity to visit throughout the day. So that is something that came back as a feedback from last year. So hopefully you'll notice a difference. We added a little bit of time last year and that was well received. So we're going to add a little bit more this year to see if we can catch more of you. And there will be more people at the service bar to make that happen for you, Marilla. So thank you for asking that question. And the one-on-ones. You can always schedule a one-on-one and arrive there on Tuesday so that you can sit with somebody one-on-one and get all your questions answered. So that's another good opportunity for you to take advantage of the team.
I have a question. Aymee, I hate to put you on the spot, but what's your favorite memory of the summit?
My favorite memory of the summit? Actually, this is my favorite summit. The shirt that I'm wearing, the Rise Up, this was 2018. In fact, I was in a staff meeting this morning and somebody was asking me how old my t-shirt was because this is probably one of the original printed shirts. But I would say Rise Up was my favorite summit because it was my first. And I work here and I didn't know what to expect. And I was just, it was incredible. It was an incredible opportunity. I couldn't believe how this team put something like that together. It's just wow. And for some of you who come to Summit, you will understand what I mean, but it's really, really cool. And just getting to see clients that you talk to on the phone here and there and meeting them face to face is probably my favorite part.